Good evening. Let us start today's lecture. Now we start with miscellaneous exercise. Second part, we'll be doing MCQs afterwards. Second part, first sum. If the curves ax square plus by square equal to 1 and a dash x square plus b dash y square equal to 1 intersect orthogonally, then prove that. Now what do you mean by orthogonally? Orthogonally means at right angles. Okay. We have to prove that 1 upon a minus 1 upon b equal to 1 upon a dash minus 1 upon b dash. Uh, Solution. Let p x1 y1 be the point of intersection of the curves. So as it is point of intersection, it will lie on both the curves. Right hand sides are equal, so we equate left hand sides to get this relation. Now we differentiate both sides of ax square plus by square equal to 1. So that gives me a dy dx as what? Minus x upon by. So it is slope of tangent at x1 y1. Suppose it is m1. So slope of tangent to the first curve at x1 y1 is what? Minus ax1 upon by1. This is not at all difficult. The only thing is calculation. So calculation part rather. Now consider second curve. Again find derivative. Dy dx comes out to be minus a dash x upon b dash y. So what is slope of tangent at x1 y1? If it is m2, then minus a dash x1 upon b dash y1. Now curves intersect each other orthogonally, that is at right angles. So product of slopes is what? Minus 1. So this into this is minus 1. That is a dash x1 square upon bb dash y1 square is minus 1. Rearrange the terms to get this. But from 1, what is 1? Let us see. This is 1 rather. This is 1. I should have written here 1. So from this, we obtain the value of minus y1 square upon x1 square, and we substitute that to get minus in bracket a minus a dash upon b dash minus b. Simplify this further. Now a minus a dash upon a dash equals what? B minus b dash upon bb dash. Split numerator, rearrange the terms to get the required answer. Okay. Now second sum, determine the area of the triangle formed by the tangent to the graph of the function y equal to 3 minus x square drawn at the point 1, 2 and the coordinate axis. Clearly y equal to 3 minus x square is what? It is nothing but parabola. Of course, even if you do not know this, then also you can get the answer. So write the solution. I'm sorry, I have to change this color and thickness. Okay. So let us write the solution. What is y? Y is nothing but, start writing, 3 minus x square. So we have to find dy dx. Dy dx is what? It is nothing but minus 2x. Okay. Therefore, dy dx at 1, 2. Dy dx at 1, 2 is what? 2 into 1, which is nothing but 2. In fact, it is minus 2x. I'm sorry. So this is minus 2, not 2, minus 2. This is slope of tangent. This is slope of tangent at this point. So we know the slope, we know one point on the tangent. So can you tell me what is equation of tangent? Therefore, equation of tangent is y minus y1 equal to slope into x minus x1. That is y minus 2 equal to minus 2 into x minus 1. So what is the equation? I think it is 2x plus y equal to 4. Now see how I write this equation. That is x upon 2 plus y upon 4 equal to 1. I hope you know this. This is called as double intercept form. So I can say after this, therefore, tangent cuts x-axis in which point? A 20 and y-axis in which point? B 04. Suppose you cannot write equation in this form, then how to get point of intersection of x-axis and the line? Simple. Equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. So put y equal to 0 in the equation. You get 2x equal to 4. That is x equal to 2 and so on. Okay. Right. Now what is asked? We are asked to find the area of the triangle. So what is the formula for area of triangle? Therefore, required area of triangle AOB, where O is origin, is half base into height. In fact, this is right angle triangle, right? So half OAOB, which is nothing but half. What is OA? OA is nothing but 2. And what is OB? 4. So this is 4 square unit. So the required area is 4 square. Sum number 3. Find the equation of the tangent and normal drawn to the curve y raised to 4 minus 4x raised to 4 minus 6xy equal to 0 at the point M12. Actually, this is straightforward sum. Find out dy dx at which point? 1, 2. So that is slope of the tangent. Now point on the tangent is given. So you get the equation. Now if slope of the tangent is say A, what is the slope of the normal? Minus 1 upon A. Normal also passes through 1, 2. So you can get the equation of normal. Okay. So find out. Differentiating both sides of y raised to 4 minus 4x raised to 4 minus 6xy equal to 0. Okay. Now find out dy dx. You will notice that dy dx comes out to be 8x cube plus 3y upon 2y cube minus 3x. Now at which point we have to find derivative? At 1, 2. Therefore, write down. Therefore, dy dx at M12. So see, this is just gradient of the curve. Now there are infinitely many points on the curve. Tangent is drawn at which point? 1, 2. So we are interested in slope of that particular tangent. So 8 into 1 cube plus 3 into 2 divided by 2 into 2 cube minus 3 into 1. Now tell me, it is what? 8 plus 6, that is 14 upon 16 minus 3. Okay. So 14 upon 13, this is slope of tangent. Okay. So this is nothing but slope of tangent. You have to write tangent completely. T is not the standard short form. So slope of tangent at M12. So write the equation. Therefore, equation of tangent is y minus 2 equal to 14 upon 13 in bracket x minus 1. Rearrange the terms and tell me what is the answer. So if you simplify this, I think you get 14x, right, minus 13y plus 12 equal to 0. Check this. 14x minus 13y plus 12 equal to 0. Yes, this is tangent. Slope of normal is minus 1 upon 14 upon 13. Product of slopes of two perpendicular lines is minus 1. So minus 13 upon 4. Therefore, equation of normal is y minus 2 minus 13 upon 14 x minus 1. Tell me what is the answer. Simplify and tell me the answer. So this gives me 13x plus 14y, and which is the constant, 28 plus 13. So negative sign, 41. Check the answer. So this is normal. Now this is an interesting sum. Sum number 4. A water tank in the form of an inverted cone is being emptied at the rate of 2 cubic feet per second. The height of the cone is 8 feet and the radius is 4 feet. Find the rate of change of the water level when the depth is 6 feet. I read the problem again. A water tank in the form of an inverted cone is being emptied at the rate of 2 cubic feet per second. The height of the cone is 8 feet and the radius is 4 feet. Find the rate of change of the water level when the depth is 6 feet. See the diagram. Let R be the radius of the base circular, H be the height, and V be the volume of the water level at any time t. Now height of the cone is 8 feet and the radius is 4 feet. So by similarity of triangle, these two triangles are similar, this bigger one and smaller one. I can say that R upon H is what? 4 upon 8. Remember, we are interested in obtaining a univariate function, that is a function of only one variable. Here there are two variables. So using this, we express one in terms of other. So that gives me R equal to what? H upon 2. Okay. Now we are given that dV dt is 2 cubic feet per second. But what is the formula for volume of a cone? See, this mensuration part is important. Volume of cone is 1/3 pi r square h. But what is R? It is h by 2. So we write h by 2 square. That gives me V as pi by 12 into h cube. Now differentiate with respect to t. So dV dt, related rates, you should know this. Pi by 12, 3h square dh dt. That is pi h square by 4 dh dt. Now we are interested in finding dh dt. Rearrange the terms to get dh dt as what? 4 upon pi h square dv dt. Now when height is 6, or here depth you can say, and what is dv dt? It is also given 2 cubic feet per second. So if you substitute the values, you get 4 upon pi into 6 square into 2. That is what? 2 upon 9 pi feet per second. Okay. So the rate of change of water level when the depth is 6 feet is what? 2 upon 9 pi feet per second. I hope you understood this. Now the next sum. Just read that sum. Sum number 5. Find all points on the ellipse 9x square plus 16y square equal to 400 at which the y coordinate is decreasing and the x coordinate is increasing at the same rate. But here you should know that decreasing means we have to consider that derivative as negative, and for increasing we have to consider as positive. Okay. So write the solution. Should I read the problem again? Okay, I'll do that. Find all points on the ellipse 9x square plus 16y square equal to 400 at which the y coordinate is decreasing and the x coordinate is increasing at the same rate. Write the solution. Let Px1y1 be the point on the ellipse. Be the point on the ellipse. 9x square plus 16y square equal to 400. 9x square plus 16y square equal to 400, whose y coordinate is decreasing, y coordinate is decreasing, and x coordinate is increasing, x coordinate is increasing at the same rate, at the same rate. That is, see on the screen, I can say minus dy dt at which point? X1 y1. At x1 y1, write down, is the same as dx dt at x1 y1. Okay, at x1 y1. This is say number 1 because we have to make use of this. Okay, now what next? Differentiating, write down, differentiating both sides, differentiating both sides of, what is that equation? 9x square plus 16y square equal to 400 with respect to x. So tell me, what is the derivative? So 9 into 2x plus 16, what is derivative of y square? It is 2y dy dx. 1 minute, not with respect to x, I'm sorry, because this is a related rate, right? So it should be with respect to t, with respect to t. Okay, I'm sorry. So what will be the derivative? Derivative of 9x square is 9 into derivative of x square, which is 2x, into what? Dx dt. Because of chain rule, a term in x is first differentiated with respect to x and then multiplied by dx dt, plus 16 into 2y into dy dt. What is derivative of 400? It being a constant, its derivative is nothing but 0. Now can we simplify this? We can cancel only 2. Okay, and therefore I can say 9x dx dt, okay, plus 16y dy dt is nothing but 0. Okay, now we have to consider the point x1 y1. Therefore at x1 y1, at x1 y1, 9x1, okay, dx dt at x1 y1. See, this is not difficult, this is logical, plus 16y1 dy dt. I'll bring this to left hand side. Dy dt at x1 y1, at x1 y1 is what? Is nothing but 0. So is nothing but 0. Now we will use result 1, in which you will notice that minus dy dt is nothing but dx dt. Okay, so what I will do is, in the next step, I hope you have finished writing this. In the next step, I can say, therefore 9x1 dx dt, actually I should write at x1 y1, okay. Now see, plus 16y1, okay, 16y1. Now I will write this as minus dx dt. Why this is so? From 1. From 1. I hope you have understood this. Now dx dt gets cancelled. Dx dt gets cancelled. Therefore, 9x1 minus 16y1 is nothing but 0. Is nothing but 0. Suppose this is second result. Okay. Now we are interested in finding x1, y1. Can I say that this is nothing but, that is, x1 is what? 16y1 upon 9. See, you have to use two things. Basically, this relation 9x1 minus 16y1 equal to 0 and equation of the ellipse, because point lies on the ellipse, so coordinates will satisfy the equation. Okay. Therefore, I will say put this in equation of ellipse. Reason, the point lies on ellipse, so coordinates will satisfy the equation. Therefore, I can say that 9, now what is x1 square? I can say it is 16y1 upon 9 bracket square plus 16y1 square equal to 400. I hope you are getting this. This is not at all difficult. See, we are interested in finding the coordinates of the point, which we have taken as x1, y1. There are two unknowns, so we must obtain two equations. One equation we already know. As the point lies on the ellipse, coordinates satisfy the equation. So the first equation is that only. Now using the condition that y coordinate is decreasing and x coordinate is increasing, we get another equation. Simple. Now tell me how to solve this. So I think this is nothing but 16 gets cancelled. So what will be the equation? We'll write that step. So this is 9. Okay. 9 into 16 y1 square upon 81 plus 16 y1 square, okay, is nothing but 400. Okay. So what is the equation from this? You have to multiply by 9. Is this correct? Yes. Yes, absolutely. So in fact, 400 is also divisible by 16, right? So this is basically 16y1 square. Okay, this remains 16y1 square plus 9y1 square. Check whether this is correct or not. Equal to that 9 into 25. 9 into 25 is what? 225. Okay, that is, so what is difficult? Solving equations. So 25 y1 square is nothing but 225. Okay. So what is y1 square? Y1 square is 9. So what is y1? See, these are the coordinates of the points. So we have to consider both plus and minus. So plus minus 3. Now when y1 is 3, when y1 is 3, what is x1? X1 is nothing but 16 into 3 upon 9. That is 16 by 3. Therefore, point is 16 upon 3, comma 3. Okay, because of symmetry. When y1 is minus 3, what is x1? It is 16 into minus 3 upon 9. That is minus 16 upon 3. Therefore, point is minus 16 upon 3 minus 3. And therefore, there are two such points. Now, sum number 6. Verify Rolle's theorem for the function f of x equal to 2 upon e raised to x plus e raised to minus x on closed interval minus 1, 1. Now just listen to me. See, all these functions are continuous and differentiable on their respective domains. So this function is definitely continuous on closed interval minus 1, 1 and differentiable on open interval minus 1, 1. Okay. Now, next part. What is f of minus 1? It is 2 upon e raised to minus 1 plus e raised to 1. That is 2 upon e plus e raised to minus 1. What is f of 1? Same as f of minus 1 is f of 1. The function satisfies all the conditions of Rolle's theorem. So there exists C, at least one C, belonging to open interval minus 1, 1, such that f dash of C equal to 0. Now we have to find the derivative of the function. Fx is what? 2 upon e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. Now you know how to find the derivative. So on simplification, we get this as the derivative of the function. You can read this part later on. So what is f dash of c? Replace every x by c. But f dash of c should be 0. So equate this with 0 to get e raised to c minus e raised to minus c equal to 0. But what is e raised to minus c? 1 upon e raised to c. So that gives e raised to 2c equal to 1. But 1 is e raised to 0. So 2c must be 0. So c must be 0. Is this allowed? Yes, 0 lies in the open interval minus 1, 1. Hence, the Rolle's theorem is verified. Actually, oh yeah, I had drawn one graph for this. I forgot to attach this. Okay, I'll send the graph on WhatsApp. So that clearly shows that at this point, tangent drawn is parallel to x-axis. Okay, so this is about solution of sum number 6. Sum number 7. The position of a particle is given by the function s of t equal to 2t square plus 3t minus 4. Find the time t equal to c in the interval, closed interval 0 to 4, when the instantaneous velocity of the particle is the same as average velocity in that interval. See, what is the difference between these two? Instantaneous velocity means derivative, and average velocity. What is velocity? It is that distance upon time. So s of 4 minus s of 0, that is the difference in distance divided by difference in time, you get average velocity. I'll explain that. Start writing solution. What is s of t? This is displacement function. S of t is given to be 2t square, okay, plus 3t minus 4. So what is s of 0? S of 0 is 0 plus 0 minus 4. That is nothing but minus 4. What is s of 4? It is 2 into 4 square plus 3 into 4 minus 4. Tell me what is s of 4? It is it 40? Yes. Okay. So what is average velocity? So average velocity is nothing but s of 4 minus s of 0 upon 4 minus 0. So it is nothing but 40 minus 4 upon 4, that is double 4 by 4. So this is nothing but, I'll just write 11 or 11 unit. This is what? Average velocity. Okay. Now, after this, what is instantaneous velocity? It is ds dt. Find out ds dt. That is ddt of s. What is that function? 2t square plus 3t minus 4. So 2 into 2t plus 3, which is nothing but 4t plus 3. Now tell me, what is instantaneous velocity at t equal to c? At t equal to c. Therefore, at t equal to c, instantaneous velocity is 4c plus 3. But what is the requirement? It should be same as average velocity. This is same as average velocity. You should write this completely. Therefore, 4c plus 3 is nothing but, what is that? 11, I suppose. Check this. So 4c equal to 8. So c equal to 2. Note that 2 belongs to this interval. Okay. And therefore, what is the answer? You have to write this separately, that t, which is c, must be equal to 2. Okay. So this is the answer. Sum number 8. Find the approximate value of the function f of x equal to root of x square plus 3x at which point? At x equal to 1.02. Right? So f of x is what? It is root of x square plus 3x. So tell me, what is f dash of x? Derivative of root is 1 upon 2 root. So 1 upon 2 root of x square plus 3x into derivative of the function whose root is taken. I will write it directly. Derivative of x square is 2x. And what is derivative of 3x? It is nothing but 3. And therefore, f dash of x is 2x plus 3 upon 2 root of x square plus 3x. Okay. Now, we have to find f of what? 1.02. So, I will say take a equal to 1. So, what is h? H equal to 0.02. If you want to write the reason for this, you should write common sense. So A is 1, H is 0.02. So what is f of A? Find out. F of A is nothing but f of 1. So replace every x by 1. See, by root we mean positive root. We already discussed this. So it is 1 plus 3, that is 4, which is nothing but 2. Then find out f double dash of A. What is, I'm sorry, not double dash. What is f dash of A? it is f dash of 1. So this is 2 plus 3 upon 2 into root of 1 plus 3. So this is 5 upon 2 into 2. So this is nothing but 5 upon 4. After this, you have to mention the formula for approximation, substitute the values and find the answer. By approximation formula, what is that? F of a plus h is approximately f of a plus h f dash of a. Substitute the values. So f of 1 plus 0.02 is approximately what? This is 2 plus 0.02 into 5 by 4. Simplify this. So I can directly say f of 1.02 is approximately 2 plus what? I think it is 0.025. Is it? Yes. So final answer is 2.025. So this is the approximate value of the function. At which point? 1.02. Sum number 9. Find the approximate value of cos inverse 0.51 using pi as 3.1416 and take 2 upon root 3 as 1.1547. Now, we begin with let fx be cos inverse x. So what is derivative of cos inverse x? Minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. We take a as 0.5 and h as what? 0.01. So what is f of a? It is cos inverse 0.5. That is pi by 3. Because cos 60 degree is pi by 3. But in calculus, you have to express angle in radian. Okay. And your answer should lie in closed interval 0 to pi. Because that is range of cos inverse x function. Okay. What is f dash of a? It is f dash of 0.5. Substitute. That is why you are given this value. Put that value directly. Minus 1.1547 it is. Then the formula for approximation is substitute the values. Simplify. So here you can say that pi is 3.1416. So what is the final answer? Cos inverse 0.51 is approximately 1.035653. Now I remember one student asked me, sir, how can it be more than 1? Cosine ratio is never greater than 1. This is not the cosine ratio, this is the angle. 0.51 is the cosine ratio. So cos inverse 0.51 is the angle whose cosine ratio is this. And this is in radian. Okay. So 57 point something. In fact, as angle increases in the first quadrant, cosine ratio decreases. Simple. Okay. So this is about sum number 9. Sum number 10. Find the intervals on which the function y equal to x raised to x is greater than 0 is increasing and decreasing. Now you should know how to find derivative of x raised to x. Base and index both are variables. So this is the case of logarithmic differentiation. So find out dy dx. For CET, you have to write this directly. What is derivative of x raised to x? It is x raised to x into 1 plus log x. Okay. But here we have to find that. So x log x. Differentiate. So 1 upon y dy dx. On the right hand side, product rule. First function x into derivative of log x, which is 1 upon x, plus second function log x into derivative of x, which is 1. So it is 1 plus log x. Okay. So what is dy dx? It is y into, in bracket, 1 plus log x. But y is nothing but what? X raised to x. So x raised to x into 1 plus log x. I hope you understood this. Now for increasing function, so I will write for increasing function, right now, for increasing function, f dash of x greater than or equal to 0. Okay, greater than or equal to 0. They haven't said strictly increasing. So greater than or equal to 0. That is x raised to x 1 plus log x greater than or equal to 0. That is, can I divide by x raised to x? Yes, I can. Because x raised to x not equal to 0. So 1 plus log x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Reason, x is greater than 0. So x raised to x cannot be 0. Now listen to me carefully. How to solve this? Can I write this directly? That log x is greater than or equal to -1. Is this correct? Yes, it is. Now, can I write -1? See, can I write -1 as minus log e? Yes, I have written log e for 1, but it is -1. So minus log e. And therefore, log x is greater than or equal to, what is minus log e? It is log of e raised to -1. Why? Because n log n is log of m raised to n. And therefore I can say that is x is greater than or equal to e raised to -1. That is x is greater than or equal to 1 upon. And what should be the answer then? 1 upon, greater than or equal to 1 upon e, to up to what? Up to infinity. And therefore I will say f is increasing, okay, in which interval? 1 upon e to infinity, right? Semi-closed. Because 1 upon e belongs to infinity, can never belong to this. Simple. Actually, we need not solve for decreasing. Just by considering the number line, we can write the answer, but it is better that we actually write that. So for decreasing function, I will say f is decreasing if dy dx is less than or equal to 0. That is x raised to x 1 plus log x less than or equal to 0. That is 1 plus log x less than or equal to 0. X is greater than 0, so we can cancel that. Inequality remains the same. That is log x less than or equal to -1, which is nothing but, I will write this directly, log of e raised to -1. So x less than or equal to 1 upon e. What is e raised to -1? It is nothing but 1 upon e. I hope you understood this. Now you have to be careful. Don't say minus infinity to 1 upon e. Why? because x is greater than 0. As x is greater than 0, f decreases in semi-open interval 0 to 1 upon. So 1 upon e belongs to the interval, but 0 does not belong to the interval. I hope you understood this. See, this is the graph of the function y equal to x raised to x greater than 0. Now, which is this point? X coordinate is 1 upon e. E is basically 2.732818. So that comes out to be 0.368. Rest to the same comes out to be this. See, from rather decreasing from 0 to 1 upon e. Yes. And 1 upon e to infinity, it is increasing. Right? I hope you understood this. Yes, I was searching for this one. See, Rolle's theorem, 2 upon e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. This is the graph of the function. And our answer was c equal to 0. So when x is 0, yes, tangent drawn is parallel to x-axis. That is f dash of c equal to 0. Yes. Now, this is the correct file. Okay, we have already discussed the solution. Okay. Now, what about the next one? Is the graph available? Yes, graph is available for this also. Sorry. Let us discuss sum number 11, then we'll stop. Find the intervals on which the function f of x equal to x upon log x is increasing and decreasing. Use common sense. Can x be 1? Never, because in that case denominator vanishes. Okay. So this is fx, x upon log x. Using quotient rule, what is f dash of x? It is x minus 1 upon log x bracket square. Okay. Now, f is increasing if f dash of x is greater than or equal to 0. So log x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0 means log x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. So log x greater than or equal to 1. Remember, if multiplied by positive number, inequality remains the same. Now I can replace 1 by log e. That shows me that x is great, that gives me rather x greater than or equal to e. So function is increasing on which interval? E to infinity. Now f is decreasing if f dash of x is less than or equal to 0. That is log x minus 1 upon log x bracket square is less than or equal to 0. Multiply by log x bracket square, it is positive, so inequality is not affected. So that gives me log x minus 1 less than or equal to 0. That is log x less than or equal to 1. Means what? That gives me log x less than or equal to log e. So x less than or equal to e. Remember, x is not only greater than 0, but x cannot be 1, because in that case x upon log x is not defined, right? So the function is decreasing in which interval? 0 to e except 1. Okay, now this is the graph. Yes, this is the graph. So 0 to e, e means what? E, what is the value of e? It is 2.7182818. Less 1. Actually, this is 0. Let me, okay. So this is 5 directly. Okay. So first we will see at which point it is increasing e to infinity. See, this is e. So from e to infinity, increasing. And 0 to e excluding 1, it is decreasing. Yes. So this is about the solution of sum number 11.